So as you guys can tell from the title, we are going to be rebuilding the Las Vegas Raiders in only one season. I thought that this would be a really fun challenge to attempt, and we do have some quality pieces such as Maxx Crosby, Tyree Wilson, Chandler Jones. We still have him on the roster. Offensively, we have Colton Miller, Davante Adams, Jacoby Myers, Josh Jacobs, Michael Mayer. I mean, we got some guys on this roster that can compete right now, but I think the thing that I most want to upgrade on this team is the offensive line, obviously. Then we're probably going to need a better quarterback if we're going to at least attempt to win a Super Bowl. I kind of like the receiving room. Maybe we can add another guy. I mean, like one of the top tier guys, maybe like a 90 overall, 89-ish. Now, defensively, I do really want to bolster this side of the ball because, you know, defense does win championships, but it's really good that we have Maxx Crosby and Chandler Jones rushing off the edge, along with Tyree Wilson, who's a 77 overall. Now, I will be trading away all of our picks, every single one of these, because we don't really need them. We're not going to go to the draft. We're not going to the off season. This is our year right now to win the Super Bowl, and I think we need to head over to the trade center, try to work out some deals, which I kind of have one in mind. I made a video on some easy players to trade for, and this was one of the guys that we surprisingly got for cheap. It was right guard Alijah Vera-Tucker. Now, he's a 79 overall, but our right guard that we have now, he's only a 66, and I think I gave up like a third round pick, a fourth, a fifth, and maybe another third. Hold on, I'm gonna try another fourth and a fifth. Let's see if we can get him for this. I think he went for relatively cheap, and yeah, we ended up getting that done. So if you want to go and check out the video I made on trading for some easy players, I'm gonna leave a little bookmark thing on the top. You can click on that, but we got Alijah Vera-Tucker for relatively cheap. Not gonna complain. Now, I do want to go out and trade for like a solid right tackle. Maybe the Browns will take like a Jimmy G. I mean, their top need is a quarterback. Maybe this will go through. I don't really think so, but let's see how close it is, and it actually does go through, so we'll definitely be making a quarterback upgrade in this video. So we got both of our tackles solidified. We got a solid right guard. Now, our center and left guard aren't really that good. However, if we can come around and get another upgrade right here, I wouldn't be too mad. And for this challenge, I am going to be running the Chiefs playbook. Yeah, I'm running the Chiefs playbook and the Dallas Cowboys defensive playbook. And in the Chiefs playbook, I mean, you don't really use the running back, so I think I might actually trade Josh Jacobs and try to get a whole bunch of pieces for him, and then we can probably go and pick up like a solid running back. I don't know, maybe like the Aaron Jones range. I'm thinking of the Packers, or I guess we'll just have to see. Let me go find out real quick. Okay, I'm out here trying to fleece the CPU. I really wonder, will this go through? I don't really think so, but let's try, and it does go through. So yo, we just got Aaron Jones, Kenny Clark, and a second round pick. Yo, we might have been able to get a little bit more out of that, but hey, I won't complain too much. We ended up downgrading at running back, but I don't think it was too much of a fall off, considering that Aaron Jones is a pretty good receiving back. I mean, he's a lot better than Josh Jacobs, and I think he just fits this offensive scheme a lot more. And then we got the big man in the middle for the defensive line. It's Kenny Clark. I really like this pickup. Obviously, we still didn't make some more upgrades on the defensive side, and we did get a second round pick. I can't forget about that, but I think we're starting off really good as of right now. Okay, call me crazy, but I think we need to go out and get our franchise quarterback, the quarterback that is going to lead us to the Super Bowl. So I'm going to try to give up 2 first-round picks and a second-round pick for Justin Herbert. Let's see if this will go through. Almost. We are really close. What if we can throw him in like a player? Can this at least move the meter? Doesn't really look like it moved it too much. Come on, what if we throw in 2 7th-round picks? I mean, it went up a little bit. Okay, this one has to go through. Oh my gosh, we're so close. And then we throw in another future 3rd-round pick. Will this? No, it's not going through. Okay, come on, EA. Oh my gosh, they're so close. Okay, what if we tried getting Aaron Rodgers instead for like a 1st and 2nd round pick? He's 39 years old, but it doesn't really matter in this rebuild, and oh my gosh, we need a lot more than that. Maybe we can throw in like 3 7th round picks and we'll get there. We're really close yet again. Will this go through? And it does go through. Okay, so we got Aaron Rodgers, 86 overall. All we did was add in another 3rd round pick. We get to keep our other 1st round pick, and we got an 86 Aaron Rodgers. It's not too bad. Okay, I just realized I'm kind of building the Green Bay Packers again. Aaron Rodgers, Aaron Jones, and Davante Adams. Yo, I promise you, I wasn't intentionally trying to do this. It just ended up happening this way. But I'm thinking I want to get like a solid wide receiver too. Maybe we could trade Hunter Renfrow and like someone else for at least like an 85 or 86 overall player. And then we really need to work on the defensive side of the ball. Can we potentially swap wide receivers and Hunter Renfrow and DJ Moore, then add like a 2nd round pick? Can this go through? It's kind of close. Maybe if we throw in like a 3rd and 7th round pick, it'll go through yet again. It's still really close. Come on, take Aiden O'Connell, 62 overall, and wow, okay. What about our backup right tackle? Will this go through? And it does. We get DJ Moore onto the squad. Yo, this offense is gonna be looking deadly. Okay, so I kind of think that we're pretty much finished on the offensive side of things. Our left guard and center will have to do for right now, but I do really like both of our tackles. I like our right guard upgrade that we got. Michael Mayer can stay. He's a solid rookie. We got a quarterback that's able to lead us to a Super Bowl. We got a pretty good running back who really fits the scheme and the system that we're running. Of course, we got a wide receiver 1 in Davante Adams, and then we got a nice solid wide receiver 2 in DJ Moore. And hey, our wide receiver 3 isn't all that bad in Jacoby Myers. Now, on the defensive side of things, the only upgrade that we really made was Kenny Clark, and I did end up moving him to D tackle, but I think we want to go ahead and get like another linebacker to add into here. We could do for like another pass rusher as well, but I guess we'll just have to see what I can cook up on the trade market. You know, what if we tried to get Nick Bolton, middle linebacker, for like a 1st and 2nd round pick? Do you guys think that this will go through? I think it's pretty close, and it does go through, so we just got our starting middle linebacker, 87 overall star, Nick Bolton. I'm really happy about that. Okay, will this end up going through? Okay, it does go through. So we trade a backup right tackle, like a 5th string wide receiver, and a whole bunch of draft picks for an 83 overall starting quarterback in Greg Newsome. Really happy about that trade. So let's go and make our final, I think this will be our final trade of the video. Now, if we can add another great pass rusher and Chase Young to the squad, I will be really happy. We're really close to doing this. Okay, what if we end up trying this? Will it go through? And it does. So we got Chase Young. Yo, welcome to the squad, my guy. Okay, so this is what the offense ended up looking like. I think that it's going to be a really good offense. Hopefully these two offensive linemen really don't let us down, which I think that they'll just be like good enough. I think they'll be average for the squad. But as for the defensive side of the ball, we added Nick Bolton at 87 overall. Kenny Clark and Chase Young should bolster up the interior of the defensive line. Then we also added cornerback Greg Newsome II, which hopefully him and Marcus Peters can lock down those wide receivers. I think that this could be a Super Bowl squad, but I guess it's time for us to see if we can actually win the Super Bowl in year 1. So first off, we have the Denver Broncos. Let's go ahead and see how week 1 is treating us. Hopefully we can get a dub. And okay, just like typical Raiders fashion, we lost 28-25. You know, maybe it was just a rough start. You know, everyone has to get their chemistry. It's week 1. Anything can happen. I mean, that's what I'm hoping for, but maybe week 2 will treat us a little bit better as we go and head into Buffalo. Let's go and take a look. And okay, we ended up rebounding 28-21. That's what I like to see. That's what I was really expecting. So maybe that was a week 1 fluke. So let's sim to the mid-season point, and then we can check out the stats and everything. Wow, and halfway through this season, it looks like we are 3-4. I just don't know with the Madden sim. I think we have a really nice team. I mean, look at that. Week 7, we lost to the Bears 20-14. How did we lose to that lineup? I don't understand. How did we lose to the Bears with this squad that we have? Well, it looks like Aaron Rodgers is having himself a really good year. 1,700 yards, 15 touchdowns to 4 interceptions, and he has a 72 completion percentage. Yo, so Aaron Rodgers is tearing it up this year. Rushing wise, Aaron Jones, honestly, he's not doing too bad. 460 yards, 3 touchdowns. I'd like to see those touchdown numbers a little bit up, but he's averaging like 65 yards a game, which is not bad at all. And it looks like the ball is getting distributed pretty evenly amongst these players. I mean, obviously you got Davante Adams here at 573 yards and 7 touchdowns, but other than that, Rodgers is pretty much spreading the ball out to everyone else. And defensively, I was expecting a lot of sacks, and I mean, we do have a fair amount, especially through the halfway point, but come on, Max Crosby, I want to see more than 1 sack. I mean, we got Chase Young here at 1.5, we also have Chandler Jones at 1.5, Kenny Clark at 2.5, and Tyree Wilson, the rookie, is here at 3 sacks. I mean, we are 9th in scoring in the league, and then we are 2nd as well in offensive pass yards. Our rushing yards are, oh my gosh, we're 27th. Now defensively, we're struggling, 28th in offensive pass yards per game and 26th in rush yards per game. I guess all we have to do is sim to playoffs. Hopefully we can make it in. But I don't know. Okay, let's go ahead. Let's sim. We have a pretty hard division, but let's just go find out. Ooh, okay. We are 11-6. Yo, we actually ended up winning the division. Yo, Aaron Rodgers went absolutely crazy. 38 passing touchdowns to 7 interceptions, looking like his MVP season he had in Green Bay a couple years ago. Aaron Jones, 1,000 rushing yards for 9 touchdowns. Leonard Fournette also got in the end zone 7 times. Now receiving wise, Devontae Adams, 1,381 yards for 17 touchdowns. That is what I'd like to see from our wide receiver one. Michael Mayer, 974 yards, almost 1,000 yards. And then he did have 8 touchdowns. Jacoby Myers, 760. DJ Moore surprisingly only had 646 yards for 3 touchdowns. I was expecting a lot more from this guy. Okay, Tyree Wilson, alright, 8.5 sacks. Max Crosby picked it up, 7.5 sacks. Kenny Clark, finally, 6.5 sacks. Chandler Jones did pretty good with 4 sacks. Okay, Chase Young, I was expecting a lot more, my guy, 1.5 sack. Bro, come on, man. Byron Jones, I picked this guy up in free agency. He only had 5 interceptions. Led the team. Greg Newsome with 4. Marcus Peters also had 4. Yo, I will take this from this defense. But yo, I'm really happy that we actually ended up making the playoffs. However, we have a tough matchup with the Cincinnati Bengals. But come on, if we can get some pressure on Joe Burrow, hey, maybe we're able to pull off the upset. Let's go ahead, sim, and see if we can win and head on to the divisional matchup. And well, just like that, the video is over. We ended up losing a heartbreaker 33-31. Gosh, I was expecting a lot more from this squad. Not a wild card playoff exit. I mean, we had a pretty solid squad. I don't know, maybe it's just a curse on the Raiders, or maybe I just needed to invest a little bit more on the defensive side of the ball, because I think that might have been what was really hurting this squad. However, we didn't end up winning the Super Bowl, but I had a lot of fun with this video and I thought it was a unique idea. So hopefully you guys enjoyed, and if you're new here, consider subscribing, drop a like, and go check out my last video where I attempted every single real life trade that was made at the trade deadline. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.